Hello and welcome to Corporate Coder. We'll be continuing with day 11. Hello and welcome to Corporate Coder. Oops. We'll be continuing with day 11. No more of that. Okay, I have a new computer set up, so I expect some quirks like that. Hope that's the last one, but I can't promise it. So today we're going to be working on, I want to get images working in our game utility library. So images are not trivial, so I don't know if this could go on to 2 days or not, but we'll see. So let's take a look. Corporate Coder, Nuthatch. Open up Atom here. Let's open up a terminal here. Corporate Coder. I'm gonna do something cool here. So you can actually substitute in Windows. You can substitute drives into specific folders. So I want Corporate Coder just to live at let's say R for Raven. C is taken up by Windows. I want that to live at C users any. Working noise. Okay. Let's go into Corporate Coder, and I want to substitute R here. Now I can just go to R, and here I am in Corporate Coder. I'm going to Nuthatch from here. Okay, cool. I like that. So from here, I might want to go to Packages, Graphics, and I want to open Atom here, actually. I also want to npm run dev. I also would like a npm test here. But TSC is not recognized. I probably deleted everything. So npx learn a bootstrap. So I want this over here, actually. This to be larger. I want this to be in the upper right. So if you've ever seen this before, on the Patreon page, you can find information where you can find the videos, where you can find the code for it. So we're going to be working in GitHub Corporate Coder Nuthatch today on day 11. Day 10 was our last commit. Okay. So let's see. Made that. What we really want is we want to run npm dev. So actually, this isn't where I want it. Oh, this is where I want. Okay. So we have node modules now. TSC is not a recognized internal or external program. Must be installing it in the directory above. We'll npm install everything inside Nuthatch. Indeed, there's no package or node modules here. Might as well make to-dos for the games, or the demos, really. We got demos, long, Flappy Bird, and we'll think of others as we get to them. Okay, let's look at these warnings first. Deprecated, express. Wonder who depends on that. Hoping it's light server that depends on it. Connect, skipping optional dependency, FS events, skipping optional dependency, unsupported platform. Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore all that and we're going to assume it. Okay. So now if I go back into graphics, npm run dev, TSC is not recognized, an internal external command. What versions of npm stuff am I running? 5.1 and 6, these are both very late versions. What happens if I do npm test? Light server is not a recognized internal external command. Really? Well, there's light server. There's TSC. I have an idea of what's going on, but I'm not entirely sure. Doing npx, learn how to bootstrap again. So my Nuthatch packages graphics. Well, where did you try to look for TSC? Because I know it's right here. I mean, it's there. We'll look at the log, but usually I don't see anything in the logs. Can I just cat that? So here it's trying to run TSC watch. Null. npm view resolve npm script resolve. Might be node. No. Okay. So I really don't want to put TypeScript in here. Can and light server in each one of these, and then hoist. Makes me really want to bring a hoist back. Or hoist. Here's TypeScript. That means I can remove that. Remove that. I'm going to delete my node modules. Modules. Delete my node modules. Demos, do I have any? Node modules delete. So we're going to go into graphics and we're going to add TypeScript into here as a dependency. So npm install TypeScript, dependency, and light server. And we're going to copy these two fields to all their package.jsons and delete the node modules. So I really want it to install into here once in Nuthatch. Then you should be able to just use them. Oh, oops. While I was doing that, I think I want to change the font of my thing here. Can I do monoid? There's no monoid. Oh, jeez. Okay. There is no text. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's this. Or not. Use this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so meanwhile, npm installed. So I'm going to take these dev dependencies, and we're going to share them. I think I wanted to. Okay. Gamepad needs them. Bug needs them. Oh, wait, wrong place. Keyboard needs them. Runtime needs them. Needs them. And then demo needs actually just light server. Okay, so close all this. Delete the node modules inside of graphics. Now I run npm run thanks dev build, or should really be npm run build and damn that. I have to write this once. Build. Failed to parse. Yeah. Error is not recognized as an internal or external command. Need npm install first, I guess. That needs to go into the node modules here so I can run it here. Okay. Here we go. We got Lerna and a bunch of other crap. Now let's run build. I expect a bunch more things to show up here. Installing hoisted dependencies into root, pruning hoisted dependencies, finishing pruning hoisted dependencies. I'm waiting for you, TSC. Yep. TSC. light server. Okay. So those are there. And then if I go into, let's say, graphics, node modules, it is very simple, but still has those two commands. Cool. So I'm going to hide this for now. I just want to focus on graphics now. It'll be cd packages, graphics, npm run dev, and then npm test. Okay, cool. So it's running TSC now. WebGL buffer is not assignable type number. And then we're also running that. So we don't need to look at that. We just need to look at this pretty much. And occasionally we'll look down at that. Okay. So open up this. I want to look at this actually. So cannot find module vector. That's fine. Error type WebGL buffer is not assignable to type number. Okay, so that's line 83. And so get buffer. Get buffer is being called here. Buffers are of type number. Actually, they're going to be type WebGL buffer. Means that this needs to return WebGL buffer. Oh, wrong side of the buffer. Okay. Fine. Okay, so that made that happy. So let's move on now. We want to do images. So to do images, there's going to be a lot of work here. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a new method here. Be public. I guess, am I doing public by default? I am doing public by default. Image. We'll call it that for now, because I don't know what else to call it. And it's going to take in a image. I don't know what an image object is called in TypeScript land. HTML image element. Okay, that made it happy. So then we need to take this image element now and we need to draw it on the screen. So to do that, we're actually going to need a new shader here. We're going to copy this out. This is going to be called vertex shader. It really needs to be written differently and pulled out into a separate file. So it's going to be const shape shader, shape program, of course. It's going to be an object of 2. It's going to be vertex equals a thing, and then fragment equals another thing. I'm going to pull out the first one. Put it up there. Here. All right. I think I can indent it. Not positive. As long as this first line is not indented. Okay. And fragment, we're going to do the same. Ink. Paste. I'd like for this to go down a line. This to get indented out. I'd like for this to end. And this is what I want my shape program courses to look like. Eventually, I do want to pull these completely out, but it's going to work for now. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to delete this other thing that okay. Also going to delete this. And we're going to call this image program source. This is going to be the source code for drawing an image to the screen. I don't think this is really going to change. This one is going to change. But for now, I want to make the original one work. So vertex shader, not going to be called vertex shader anymore. It's going to be called, what was it? Shape program source dot vertex shape program source dot fragment. That's all I needed. That's not. Vertex shader source is not defined. Vertex shader source. Ooh. Two of them. Oh, that was messy. Okay, so shape program source dot vertex shape program source dot fragment. Clean that line up. And then I actually screwed this other part up by doing that. That's fine. These do want to be vertex shader source and such. These were parameters. I was using globals. Okay. I also want to pull out all this stuff into a GL library. So did I make a to-do for that? Gotta get the context. Going to compile shader. Going to mark these as incomplete until I finish them over there. Going to load shader source. Not compile, yeah, compile shader. Compile program. Get first. Get vertex attribute. Get uniform location. Things like that. These are things I'm going to want to pull out. Oh gosh, do I want to do that now? I want to do the image now, and then we'll pull it all out. Okay, so image program source is declared but never used. Image is declared but never used. Where's image? Oh yeah, I just made that. Cannot find module vector. Okay, so all that's fine. So I want to do a texel now. So I believe that's going to be, we're not going to pull in a color. I guess I should. Uniform. What is it? Texel. FGL texture. So let's see, create a texture, find the texture. We do some setup. I want to see the shader though. Okay, so here's the vertex shader. It takes a vertex position and a texture coordinate. I'm going to hold off on the texture coordinate for now. Well, actually, no, we need to pass that over. So out to a texture. And we also, in addition to passing out the location, I need to pass out the a texture chord equals to, I guess, what is a texture chord? Okay, so it's going to be WebGL. Open to GL? Yeah. Let's get textures. We take a text chord in and we take a text chord out. Interesting. So we do need to go in to a text chord. We need to do out to. Doesn't feel right. They renamed them. This is very lowercase to uppercase. I find that incredibly concerning, more or less. You'll just say out. O for out. O text chord equals a text chord. Yep. I guess we still want color. Well, I just do the color right here. It's gonna be uniform, right? I'm just gonna do a uniform one. Okay, so do I have a fragment shader? So here's my fragment shader, yep. So we have, I guess I went with O. Oh man, I'm screwing everything up. I'm not gonna mess with that for now. So I need to do that. In vec2 chord, I named it O text chord. Out is my color, and then uniform. Sampler 2D, that's what I want. Texture. We're going to say O color equals texture lookup for text at O text chord times whatever color we put in. So we modulate colors. And my uniform is a vec4 already, right? It is. It should be vec3. There's no reason for me to control the W attribute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just clean up the other one while we're at it. So I want this to be called vec4 ucolor 1. We're going to call it O. Ucolor is a vec3. think all this is okay. Did I take a vec foreign? Come on. You just see the full source code bottom here. Source code. Okay, so they take a vec2 in for position. Yeah, that sounds good. No, I'm gonna take a vec3 in. $2D texture. I'm not going to do any 3D textures ever. So if I'm taking a vec3 in, this needs to change to. Okay. They've taken 2 textures, one for a kitten and one for a puppy. Okay. So now that I got that in gear, actually, I want to keep that out. I need to look at how they're binding it. So that's how they're doing the source code. Okay. 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 All right, let's move on. Oh, I need to fix this stuff. So down in the program, you color a position. So I'm not passing in a 4V anymore. Well, I'm passing a 4V there. Uniform for that's my only call to it. Did I change the color? Did I include alpha? I did. Now you get alpha. Okay. So an error occurred compiling the shaders, too many arguments. Line 148. Interesting. So this line here, shader. Shader comes from create shader type, which is one of those types. So let's check out our load. So load shader 79. From the fragment shader, okay. Fragment shader source. Fragment shader source comes from line 179. That fragment. So if I go up to shape shader source, right? Did I typo it? 179. Shape program source dot fragment. Shape program source dot fragment. Okay, that looks good. Constructor, too many arguments. 148. Error occurred compiling the shaders. Too many arguments to constructor. Line 79. Okay, we're going to take a look at that line. I mean, it's so big. What the TypeScript? Okay. So 179. Okay, so refresh. Vertex. Fragment. Oh, boy, okay. I see what you're saying. So if I make color a vec4, I can't pass a 1 into it. It need to be 1.0 anyways. Color already is a vec4. Why would I do that? There you go. Oops. Okay, so it works again now. Okay, so now I need to move ahead with creating my second program. So comes down here and we say setup programs. The first program comes in and does all this. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it. First problem that comes in is I can't use program twice. I'll rebind it. It's going to be image program, of course. Image. Oops. I'll leave that question in there for now. I don't even know how much of this I need. I guess I need all of it. Do I need elements though? I guess I do need elements. It'll just be hard coded. So I need a position, I need a color. I also need to do some buffer stuff now. So let's mvn WebGL texture with some of their sample stuff. Like all the zooming on the screen is huge. So let's see, we need to find the texture. We need to find the format. And then we don't need to do this anymore. So WebGL2 handles non-power of 2 things. Then we need to set some things on it. Okay. Okay, here's where we draw it. So we create 2, I guess they're doing a cube. They show an example of it. Yeah, they're doing a cube. We don't need to do the cube, we're just going to do like this. Okay. And then here's their shader, that's fine. Here's their fragment, that's fine. Here's their, this is the one I'm looking at. So here's where I need to grab the texture. It's literally just the name of it. I guess I don't have to do anything special. I set the texture to active, I bind the texture, and then I set it. So they're not showing the complete, oh, view complete code. Somewhere in here they need to like draw Oh wow, this is way overcomplicated. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that. I just had to do cubes, can just do a square. So I'm just gonna add one for maybe U. All this noise, just a second. Just construction in the alley. Okay. I was adding in a uniform, so I was checking the uniform. I called it sampler 2D. Yep. U sampler. Oh, no, sorry. Sampler 2D is the type. U X. U. Okay. Now if I go back down to where I'm creating the program, I need to create a new one for U X. We'll get uniform location .gl program U X. Okay. There is no texture bound to unit 0. I need to rename this. This is going to be image. Okay. I think the program is good now. I'm going to take triangles and copy it for triangles. And this source code. This is probably a good place for me to start. Image.program. Now I'm going to add in a test case. I need an image loader. Well, maybe not. I'll inspect it. This is complaining about ESLint. I don't want ESLint if I don't. Yeah. With all these false positives, this thing gets really annoying. Missing new line. Do you want me to capitalize it? No, what you want? Remark lint final new line. I don't know why that'd be all the way up there. Just count this. Okay. So I need to load an image, and to do that, I'm going to pull in something from Kenny's. So let's see, where did I put that? Did I put it anywhere? You know, all this stuff. Yeah, maybe I just never installed it. Let me go grab it. Although I swear I did. So I bought Kenny's assets on here. Well, they're not installed on here. Okay, so before I do that, I know there's like a preference thing I need to do. Cool if they got like Halloween themes. Okay, so I have two locations. I have apps. I'm going to add one, Corvid Coder. I'm going to select this one for now. Oh, actually, I don't want it there. And they didn't have to change all of the icons. I hope I didn't delete everything. I wanted to go into dev, actually. So let's select that, and then let's go install Kenny game assets. Let's do the original. This is a really cool progress indicator, how it spins and shows the progress. Might as well update ASC sprite while I'm here. Okay. I was doing all that. I'm going to go into dev. I'm expecting it to show up here eventually. Look at the zoom on the screen. I really feel like everything is like huge on here right now. Let's see. There is a zoom. Okay, now there's no zoom. Everything's smaller now, I guess. Let me put that back. No, I'm gonna stick with 100%. I have more room for everything now. It's feeling pretty cramped. Man. Kenny's got a lot of assets. Kenny's game assets. Art. Animal pack. PNG. Where? Okay. We'll take this parrot. We're gonna draw this. We copy that. We're gonna go to Corvid Coder, which is at R. Nuthatch. Go in the test folder. Paste. Parrot.png. Okay. I want this to be 100% now. Yes. Anything else I zoomed in? Okay. Guess I can close this. So this test, what it also needs to do is it needs to load in an image. Cool. So I finished installing, I can exit it now. So like const image equals new image. And it's going to be parrot.png. Actually, that's not how it works, I guess. Image.src equals parrot.png. I want to do this after graphics is set up, though. I want to do it last. So image.onload, we're going to do a function here. Just like how they have it here. So they make a new image. They say image.onload is a function. We're going to do graphics.image. We're going to pass in the image. guess that's all I need to do, actually. And the rest I need to do inside the library. So on load, just go ahead and draw it. That does line up with this. Takes in an image element. Okay, so we said we want to use the program. We don't need to do anything fancy. Going to be not that, but image that buffers that position. So positions are going to be 0, 0. The upper left and the upper right is going to be 1, 0. Bottom left is going to be, well, I only want it to be a part of the screen. So which part do I want it to be? Well, actually, let's just make it the whole thing and see what it does. So 0, 0, and then negative 1, positive 1, and then positive 1, positive 1, and then negative 1, negative 1, and then positive 1, negative 1. Those are my positions. This is going to be image. So now we need all the elements. We need 6. And elements is going to be I don't know why their construction sounds like in my house. Okay. So elements needs to look like this needs to be image. Needs to be image. Const elements equals an array. It's going to be 0, 0, 1, 2, comma, 0, 3, 2. 0, 1, 2. Oh, I don't even know what it thinks it's doing. Did it? Okay, so I got my elements wrong, that's for sure. Elements.length we'll keep. Unsigned Schwarzwein, triangles, that's what I want. So it's 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 3, 1, 3, 2. That should be all white. Okay, it painted the whole thing white. Beautiful. Okay, I need to load in the texture now. So the way you load in a texture is you need to create a texture. So immediately after doing this, I'm going to, so give myself a question. Should this be done only once? Create a texture, this.gl. I'm going to bind the texture, this.gl to this.texture2D. So it is a 2D texture, not 3D or anything crazy. And then we want to say the type of image it is. So it is a 2D texture. I don't know what like the majority of this stuff is. This.gl.rgba. I don't know the width and height. Let's try image dot. So there's more to it than that. So let's do console.log image. It's like internal or something. I'll look at it. This doesn't need to be so small now. It's not really what I wanted to look at. So image io.image. See what properties it's got. It's got width and height. The width of the image and height. I still feel like there's some other special things we can use. Creates a new HTML. Let's just go to that. Okay, here are my properties. I got blah, 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 blah. Width. Natural width, natural height. Returns an unsigned long representing the intrinsic height of the image in CSS pixels. If it is available, else it shows 0. We'll go look at those because I think that's what I want. The rendered width. So I don't think that's what I want. Oops. I'm pretty sure it's natural width, natural height. So let's bring this back. We're going to do image.natural width, image.natural height, order, none. Source format, same format, gl.rgba. Source type, gl.unsigned. One of the interesting things about WebGL is a lot of these things you don't really have a choice of. Like I don't have a choice of how the browser renders or decodes my images. So when this image comes in, I didn't do anything. I didn't decompress it or anything. It just came in as RGBA. And then the pixels. I have no idea what this is. Why opaque blue? I'll leave it as opaque blue and see what it does. Okay, this dot. So we have described the texture now. Creating texture, loading the texture. Now we're going to find it. We're going to say, okay, I'll start using this texture. Here's the data for it. Level 0, internal form. So this all stays the same. I guess, I wonder if this only needs to happen once. What is going on here? I guess I need to do this every time I bind it. Internal format is this.gl.rgba. Source format, probably the same. Oops. Source type, gl.unsigned height, and then the image. Okay, and then I need to set these up. I don't need to do the map. At least I don't want to. I guess it's free. But whatever. Oops. Let's see. Let's assign all instances of GL in here, and we'll change it to this.gl. Okay. Array buffer view not big enough for request. Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. So it doesn't like my natural width and natural height, I guess. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. So buffer data turn Oh, I never uploaded the sampler. Okay, so bind texture. We did that. Now we need to set the uniform. This.gl equals image. What? Maybe text 0. Text image 2D array buffer not big enough. Uniform. Oh, wait. One. Location not for current program. Really? Did I do a use program? Oh. Okay, array buffer view not big enough for request. I want to. That's going to be one of these guys are wrong. But wait. Let's see what he's doing. Columns and rows. Okay. I select the problem textures have a width that doesn't divide by 4, and you're not accounting for unpack alignment. Try this. Okay, I'll try that. Some of these semicolons. So it's console logging image, something that's completely useless to me, not big enough for request. Tried it, same issue. What are the dimensions of the textures that fail? What is the size of this? Oh, 248 by, or 284 by 284. You know, that's not huge. I just type that in. 284, 284. Okay, box.gl. We're going to look up text image 2D. We're going to put it in 1 and 1. Oh, it doesn't find that. I'll go in 10 and 10. Too big. And 1. All right. Figure out these in the wrong order. We want GL text image 2D for ES3. So it goes target, texture 2D. Well, target, okay, GL texture 2D. Level, specifies the level of detail. Level 0 is the base image level. Okay. Internal format, specifies the number of color components in the texture. RGBA. Width. Image.natural width. Image.natural height. I'm going to console log those before we get into here. Eighty-four, 284, that's what I expected. Border. This value must be 0. I love that. It's so stupid. Border. Format. So it says the format of the pixel data. The following symbolic values are accepted. Okay, these are RGBA. I mean, that sounds good to me. And then type. Specifies the data type of the pixel data. The following symbolic values are accepted. Unsigned byte. I mean, seems reasonable to me. Oh. What a... Why did they do pixel? Oh, 1, 1 for a single pixel. Oh, you're tricky. Oh, they redid it on Node. Okay, so just get rid of this. Well, we'll keep that around for a second. Pixel is declared but never used. Yeah, I don't want to ever do that again. Let's see. Texture, 0. I find a way we don't pass a width and height into this version of it. Oh, because it takes an image. Okay, so it's still completely white. Oh, I'm multiplying it by white. Let's get rid of that for a second. We're not ready to multiply by colors. Failed to get uniform of U color. Okay. Like I don't really care. Just take that out of the program. Okay, no, that didn't fix anything. Still completely white. I want this one. Okay, so let's stop binding the texture twice. Create a texture, bind it. We get the uniform. Zero. Makes me nervous. Is that a thing I can do? I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, texture. Oh, there's no underscore. Oh, new error. GL uniform texture unit out of range. Okay. I really have to put 0 into there? Text image 2D. Can I just have WebGL rendering context? Text image 3D. I don't. Too much. Much. Oh, and text image. Because that must be just a WebGL 1 concept. That's why it's not coming up. Oh, I clicked the same thing again. Text. No, I don't want to bookmark there. Well, no idea. Text image 2D. Oh gosh. So it takes in a target, which I do want to be that. takes in a level. 0 is fine. Internal format. Pretty sure this is the one I want. When using WebGL2, the following values are available. Well, doesn't mean I have to use them though. Oh, maybe it does. I got a black screen. I was still complaining about that. I guess I'll come back to that. Width, height, border must be 0. So stupid. Formatting. Use this table. Okay. So if I am using RGBA8 UI, then I must use RGBA integer. Or, I mean, what am I filling out? Format? It must be RGBA integer. Okay. And this is the type. Okay, unsend type. Now let's go fix uniform 1i. Okay, uniform, there we go. Uniform 1i fits into here. A new value to be used for the uniform variable. Possible types. Where does 0 come from, though? I feel like this is exactly what I want. I want to put in a texture at 0. Texture bound to texture unit 0 is not renderable. Okay, so let's change these back. RGBA. Okay, so now it thinks it's white again. Find texture. Load this image into this uniform. Load these positions into this buffer. Load these elements into this buffer. Okay, so what if I bring the pixel back? Can I get a blue screen? I can get a blue screen. Okay. Can I get a checkered screen? I don't know if that's checkered, maybe striped. Or nothing. Oh, it's okay. It's because of these. Not clamp to edge. What are the other things I can choose from? I don't want either of those. I want to repeat. What are the versions of this I can do? Yeah, repeat. Repeat. Yeah, it looks purple now. Oh wait, what did I have? How about texture wrap S? Texture wrap T. Give me a checkerboard. All I want. I don't think it's too much to ask for. Text parameter. So it's a target, texture TD. A P name, one of these, and then a param. So P name can be mag filter, min filler, wrap, or S. Wrapping function. Yeah, repeat. Clamp to edge. Mirror. I do want repeat. Repeat, darn it. Stop making purple. Purple is a combination of red and blue, so why? Why are you mixing these all together? Is it because of this linear? So when I'm using texture min, I want to be nearest. Still not doing that great of a job. Still blending all my pixels together. Like, stop it. Oh, I need a mag filter. Okay. It's not blending them now. It's also only showing the top pixel. That's going to be a problem with this for sure. Yeah, that does look wonky. I'm not doing anything. I want to see the full source code for this. And you see your shader. So they're doing a text chord, comes from here, into V text chord. And V text chord goes into here, which they use here. So let's go look up a texture chord. Attribute location. Is it because I said in when I wanted attribute? I need a WebGL2 example. WebGL2 fundamental. Let's just go there. We want textures. So they do out vec2 text chord. So we have in vec2 a text chord, out vec2 o text chord. They're doing, I guess, vertex, maybe varying, I don't know. And they just set it equal to each other. GPU will interpolate this value. Then we supply a fragment shader. The fragment shader says medium precision, that's fine. We have a sampler, yes. We have a text chord, yes. And we have an out color, yes. Actually, at the bottom. Needs to be on the top. All right. And then they say just your texture, look up the texture at the coordinate that we specified. Oh, that O is wonky. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know why it's not interpolating. Why it's blowing up my image so large. All right. So then later when I'm getting the program, I say, give me this position. I guess might as well just give me the other position too. Text chord. Text chord. And then I'm getting the image location, which in this case is utext. Image utext. Okay. They're doing all the normal stuff that we're doing. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada. How come I couldn't active texture? Where's that one that was throwing me off? This one, or no, this one here, uniform 1i. They're doing it here too. Tell the shader to get the texture from the texture unit 0. Okay, I guess that's just how it works. What is all their stuff? RGBA, okay, that's fine. It's all fine. I added this one. Yes. Okay, so they start going kind of crazy, but the whole setup part, I guess. I'm gonna open a separate window and take a look. It's all like utility stuff. Where's the actual? Do you ever do anything with text word? You do. That's separate from position. So I wonder if I can just pass out the. Oh, I shouldn't do that. V3 to a V. What the? Why are they so big? Oh, this is a 1 by 1 block. This is a 1 by 1 block. I think I do want that to be text core. I think I just need to fix it. Okay, so how should text core look? Typoed it. Chords. Okay. Here, 0. That is all this nonsense. Upper left, upper right, lower left, and lower right. Yeah, I have two array buffers. I'm doing something. So here's his array buffer. How does he draw his rectangle? I mean, I guess I can have more than one array buffer. What if I repeat this there? So no color for those, huh? Hmm. I want the simplest example there is. Well, I don't want to. Well, a little bit ridiculous. Okay, I'm looking at some of my older code. So let's see, we got script.js. So I came in here, I said use program, set the active texture to 0. All my texture stuff. This.gl.active texture 0. Okay. Find texture, which is one of these that we created here. So create texture, find texture, one we just created. We set the parameters. I guess we can move that up there. We want the texture to behave. I guess we don't want it to be upside down. Grab this one up here now. Get an image. Pass in the image. We get a uniform. Pass in 0. Then we do the same thing for the second image. Now we're on vertices. So I think this is the difference. I want one vertex buffer, not 2. So I'm just going to delete all of this. Yes. Yes. think so. Kind of. I don't need that. I'm going to move this down. So we want the text coordinates and we want the position. And so I'm going to pull out an array. Const vertices equals this. Going to be more or less this. The upper left half. Then we have looks like colors. I'm going to stay away from colors, and we're going to do the texture coordinates. I put like extra spaces for that. And now I just need to set up. So we have a buffer. So there should only be one buffer. I don't need a second one here. This work? I don't know. Get rid of that. I don't know what the rest of it yet. We name it VBO. Or you try just having one. VBO. Okay, so then we put the VBO in there. Vertices. We're doing it as a float 32 array. We need that for these. And then we need our EBO. So we want a VBO and an EBO. That makes it a lot more clear for me what's going on. I'll change these some other time. VBO and EBO. So now we're going to do our EBO. So element array buffer. Going to be our EBO. And then we're going to put that in there. Enable vertex attribute array. Okay, so here's where now I get to say some of our funky stuff, this stuff. Do two of these. One for a position and one for text chord. I don't even know what I called it. A text chord. So I actually want to do it. There we go. So looking at this is my A position. This is my text chord. This is going to be A position text chord. First one is how long is it's 2, it's 2 floats. Don't normalize it, and then these are going to change. Probably like that. Okay. Index out of range. So I need to see what those are, I guess. I need to multiply by floats. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one needs to be 4 times. Figure out what size the float is. Second here. Maybe utilities or something. Size of float is 4. Oh, come on. Float size MDN WebGL. Gotta be something that points me to the size of a float. Have to do float 32 array size per element, I guess. It's nasty. Okay, anyways. 4 times that, because it is a float 32 array. This is going to end up being the same thing. And then this next one's the stride, right, or offset. The first one, I guess, is going to be 0. Okay. Got a red box down here now. Let's see. -1, 1, 0, 1. Is because of this flip I did. No. Just to be, well, let's change this around. It's from -1, 1 to +1, 1 to -1, -1 to +1. All red. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. And then 0, 1. I have these backwards. No, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, let's keep going. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Zeros are on the negatives. Let's just see what happens. I guess I can't mess with the elements though. I want it to go from here to here. What if I mess with these and only draw half image? Oh, that's let's see. -1, 1, 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. That's not how I envisioned it. I mean, it's probably okay, but oh, wait, 1, 1 should be here. Oh, I'm not reversing it. Okay. Oh, I am reversing it. So 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Negative 1, 1. Positive 1, 1. Which is clearly, for some reason, over here. Why would you be here? Position and text chord. Am I doing something funky with my text chord again? No, I'm not. I'm using the text chord to get the image out, or color of the image. Am I finding more than one array buffer, an element array? 0, 1, 2. That's really what I want. Oh. Are you kidding me? Well, it didn't fix it. In fact, it broke it. Where do I do my vertex attributes here? So the size 2. Actually, I have no idea if that's the size or not. So size. So setting the number of components per vertex attribute must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 2. So I'm only passing in 2. Then I'm taking in 3. Oh, the z doesn't matter. Okay. Type. Type is GL float. Yes. Normalize. No. I almost wonder if this one is supposed to be true. No, neither of them are. Okay. Okay, so stride, the offset in bytes between the beginning of the consecutive vertex attributes. So this is going to be every 4. So I need to skip 4 to get to the next one, skip 4 to get to the next one. Okay, so that would be 4 times the size of a single float. And then the offset. Deciding an offset in which the bytes of the first component. Bytes. So again, in a red triangle. I want it to be red and blue. Change this to 2. Am I getting this backwards? What's going on? Index out of range. Oh, 2. Okay, so this is back. This is still index out of range. Move on a little bit. I didn't enable it. I do that after this one and after this one. Now they're both out of range. Okay. Specifically this one. Interesting. First one. Oh, I guess both of them. So, no, these, it is definitely this one that's out of range twice. Oh, 1. Need to go look at what it's supposed to look like again. So each coordinate is a vec2. Seems logical or reasonable. So each one's a vec2. It's a float, not normalized, and then it's a float, false. Where does 0 come from? It just knows it's 0 and gnarly. So the first one comes in, he wants these 3 positions. It's 3 floats. So he says, is the 0th uniform? 3, the float, false. Empty. How are you getting 20? Oh, 20 is this whole thing. Got it. So mine's 4 times the size of a float because I have 4 floats. So mine would be 16. And then 0 offset. So no offset for the first one. But the next one, it's a byte. It's 4 bytes and a vec4. He is normalizing it. Each one is 20 long. And then, but skip the first 12. So skip the first 2. So for him, it's 12, and for me, that's 8. Yeah. I mean, this looks good to me. Could you do something funny? That was weird. Yeah. I've never seen this before. Why stop flipping the Y position? I mean, oh, I want negative Y to be up. Oh, gosh. I don't know why I confuse myself on this stuff. Still doesn't explain why the pattern is not working, but it's one mystery solved. It wasn't really a mystery, but okay, so negative Y is up. The first one is -1, -1. And then it's going to go +1, -1. And then it's going to go -1, +Y. Then it's going to go +1, +Y. Okay, that is the rectangle I wanted. Now, I probably want clamp. So it's on this page where it shows off clamp and stuff. I thought it did. There we go. Oh, I want GL repeat. Never mind. Don't want clamp. GL repeat. So I got rid of this for a second. First pixel is blue. Okay, so we don't want to flip it. We still have a warning. I do. Enable vertex attribute array. Index out of range. So maybe I want to enable it before I do the linker actually. Yeah. It really just doesn't like this text chord. So text chord, a text chord, b text chord. A text chord. Capital T, capital C, capital. Oh boy. Ah, okay. So that worked. Let's get the other triangle in there now and iron that last bug out, I guess. I hope it's the last bug. It's going to be a long stream, I guess, to make up for yesterday. Let's get the. So the second is going to be 1, 2, 1. Oh, that goes backwards. 1, 3. Not that it mattered, apparently. But I'm very confused about this little line in here. So our pattern goes blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. It's confusing. Oh, what is it doing? Okay. Left, right, bottom left, bottom right. There, okay. I had these messed up. Okay, so I have a checkerboard. Cool. Can I draw an image now instead of a checkerboard? Hey, there's an image. Okay. Now can I make it smaller? Let's make it just in the upper right. Okay. So I think the last thing I want to do is I want to get these these alphas working. So OpenGL alpha, GL enabled GL blend. I guess I'll just take all this. So I'm going to do that right after I create my context. There's going to be. This looks wrong. Let's see. It doesn't seem to think that's wrong itself. Enable of undefined. Okay. GL enable with GL. So I have this done. Oh. I haven't attached it to it yet. Oh, I have blending now. Oh, that's awesome. So if I change the opacity of this green one here, actually I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller still. Well, actually, I shouldn't be messing with this. This should always be full width of the screen. I'll mess with that elsewhere. Oops. So let's. Oh, I need to leave something for myself here. It'll be upside down if I do that, right? To do. Import image colors. Import image color modulation. And alpha. I should be able to set a color on this where it multiplies it by the color. This should be what it looks like when you multiply it by white. And maybe there should be other functions on top of that. Okay, so now we have images in here. Yeah, GL needs to be pulled out badly. And also these need to be pulled out badly. Oh, but I don't. I do have the web platform. Okay. Let's comment this out. Let's put an alpha on the circle, or whatever this is. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, we can do real colors now. That's nice. Okay. I'm going to leave a brief moment for Q&A. If anyone's watching, feel free to send me a message either in the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat, and I'll see it pop up. I'm going to do a git commit in that time. Let's see. Oh, git. Oh, it goes down here. Okay. So, let's see what all was modified. A bunch of package.jsons, and then a bunch of graphic stuff. Looks good to me. Stage all. Day 11. Right. I'm going to put it. Really, there's a helicopter outside now. Let's see. I need to make sure that I pushed it. Let's go to R, go to Nuthatch, status. Cool. Looks like I pushed it. There is a day 11. Cool. Thank you, GitHub. All right. So without any questions, if you weren't watching live and you want to leave a question, go ahead and leave a comment on the YouTube video or on the discussions tab in the YouTube channel. Today was a lot longer than normally it is. I missed yesterday, so I guess it's kind of like a makeup. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time.